Hello, this is Jason Murray and Travis Bensing. Today we're going to talk about the accessibility action plan that our district has to institute. The accessibility plan involves a lot of different aspects of the district, and the reason that we have to do this is a lot of public entities have come under fire recently of not being compliant to the Accessibility Act. Now, web accessibility, that entails more than just a district website or student websites or teacher websites that we have. This is all electronic documents. So any document that we put on our learning management systems like Moodle or Schoology, any PDFs that we have on our SharePoints, which we call building portals, all have to be compliant, which means that they have to be able to be read by a specific reader for those who have any type of a disability who cannot visually see any of those particular documents. Now with the disabilities, these particular readers will have to read what's behind the scenes, like meta tags for pictures, or read things off of a PDF. So simply going and scanning a PDF, or scanning a document, that is not able to be read because it's a picture from a scan and not the actual document. So now we have to look at reproducing a lot of these particular documents, and also going forward, any new documents that we create, we have to use, for instance, a Word document and save it as a PDF. So those are just some of the aspects that we're looking at, and in order to become compliant, we have to put together a couple action plans and guidelines to start looking and moving in that direction, because there are a lot of end users out there with these particular disabilities that are using readers to access our particular content.
The American with Disabilities Act was actually created before the web was around. We fall into the Title III category for public and commercial facilities. There are thousands of negotiated settlements between basically people who are suing school districts or other public entities about web accessibility, and there's no current proposal to define it, so we just have to go with the guidelines that are available right now. The compliance requirements are basically the WCAG 2.0 standards. If you do a simple Google search, you can see the list of everything that's required for compliance. They basically go off of four principles: making content perceivable, operable, understandable, and robust. There's three different conformity levels. We're looking to conform with level AA, which does some moderate things with the technology, but it is a little more robust than just having simple text on a screen. And our ultimate goal is to reach that AA conformity level. And then the overall purpose of our web accessibility action plan is to create content that's accessible for all people regardless of their abilities or disabilities in any case. We want to make sure that we have a plan in place for all purchases that we make and any decisions that we make for web content in the future. And most importantly, we need to document all progress that we make towards compliance, so that way if we receive any complaint, we can show that we are working towards making our content fully accessible.
There are several districts in our IU that are in the midst of litigation right now regarding accessibility. In order to kind of combat that and to work forward to being more accessible, we've put together an action plan, and the action plan follows through and references guidelines, and there's also specific technical guidelines involved there. And we also have to have a annual self-evaluation or review from every aspect of the district. So we've put together a few of these documents that are going to be listed in an email coming out to you, and we're asking for your cooperation to review the documents, give us feedback so we can finalize our action plan and move forward with a more accessible district.